Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. That's a good plan. So, what mass of H2 is produced when 15 grams of potassium reacts with water? And so you're trying to figure out how many grams of H2 you would get, right? And so question mark grams, H2. And then what you have is 15 grams of potassium, right? And potassium is what? Well, in the reaction, which one is it? K, yeah. Yeah, so that's that K, which we don't need the 2 yet. But that's what we have. We have the 15 grams of that K. We have our reaction relating those to the H2, right? Okay, so remember in every single time that reactions, those are in moles, right? So that always means that if we are given grams, we're going to have to convert those to moles, aren't we? So how do you go about converting those grams to moles? You got it. And so you take that atomic weight from the periodic table, and you're going to take the 15 grams and divide it by that weight on the periodic table for K. And that will give you some fraction, some decimal point number of potassium. 0.384 moles. Okay, and typically you'd want to keep this in like 4 sig figs so that your rounding error doesn't affect your third significant figure here. Okay, so that's going to be like 0.3 something, I guess. Yeah, moles of K, right? Okay, so the next part you have is, well, we don't want K, do we? What we want to get to is H2. So what relates the number of moles of K and H2? That's that reaction, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's going to be times 1 divided by 2.
Yeah, so we're going to times 1 H2 divided by 2 Ks, right? And that will cancel our Ks out. So that's like 0.19-ish, I guess, right? Somewhere in there. Of course, you'd want to use your calculator. You got it. So you have moles of K, or moles of H2 now, and you want to get grams of H2. And so you would again look at your periodic table. Yep, and it is 2 hydrogens, so it's 2 times 1, which is 2. You got it. And so that would be right back to the original number you got when you did the grams, the moles of K, right? So, by the way, I oftentimes, when I do these problems, I normally don't do the math first. What I do is I set the problem up for everything. So like I would keep the 15 grams, and I would divide it by the mass of K, and I would keep that like that. And then I would multiply that, and I'd set up my next relationship. And so then I would put the 1H2 over 2K, right? And then I'd, again, times, and set up my next relationship. I wouldn't bother doing any of the calculator work, right? And the reason I do that is you almost always get things that cancel, okay? Usually you're going to get something that cancels. You can save yourself work. So, if you don't want to do that, though, there's no reason you have to. You'll be fine. I just